focused way. We have a program called PAIR, we have done PM professorships, there'll be many more things that we're doing, and so on. And then mission mode research, I'll briefly mention. We have recently launched a program around industry academic collaboration called A3, I'll mention that briefly. And then our Apex role, we do a lot more things over there, and one of the initiatives I'm quite excited about is a program called Saral AI, which I'll mention. So, if you look at our actual programs, it can sort of fit into this puzzle piece. So, when ANRF launches programs, our goal is not to do things outside this frame. We don't want to do random programs in different areas. We want to do programs that are well linked to this and sort of clearly build out a portfolio. But of course, in the past we might have done other programs, but we may take some of the good elements of that and bake it into a few programs. So our goal is to do a few things well rather than doing many things badly. So that's the general approach we'll take. So some recent programs are the PAIR program, which is a focus program around capacity development and so on, and we're doing many things as part of that PAIR. So it's a hub and spoke setup, a hub which is a successful institution helping the spokes really uplift faster. Okay? It is not just about giving money to the spokes. In fact, we give 70% of the money of this program goes to the spokes. But then the hub has an important role to really uplift and do this much faster than they could have done it themselves. Whether it in terms of building research processes, whether in terms of collaborating for success, or research capacity development workshops, all of these things are things that are being done in this program. So similarly, we have early career research, we have mission mode programs. These are also examples of the forms of today. So another major thing that ANRF does is more vertically focused mission mode programs. So some of these are by sector. These are some of the examples we are doing. Some we are floating, we are seeing where there will be and also as part of this, ANRF is collaborating with different entities. So we have co-funding support from ICMR and the Gates Foundation for the MedTech program. We have partnerships with MIT in our AI program, as well as many of the science ministries are involved. And we are in discussions with CSIR on perhaps doing big programs together as well. I can't tell you all the details now. But there are things that we will be doing more broadly as well. And so we've been launching programs almost like dosas in a fast food restaurants. Okay, so every month it seems that I'm launching program. In fact, last week there was another program that was launched. So one of the big things that Honorable Prime Minister asked us to do is to really focus on societal challenges as well, which are very difficult. But what is the science and technology, what is the innovation, research and innovation that can be used in service of this? How can we bring all of science and technology towards this? So we are also going to be launching something big in that space. How do we do more leapfrog innovation? It is not about doing more of the same or just hand-wringing that, okay, I'm worried about pollution, do something kind of thing. I mean, we have to do something which can actually make a big difference and also bring in the elements that can actually translate at scale. And so on. Of course, there are any technology element cannot be in isolation. It will have to be partnering with social sciences. It will have to be partnering with policy changes and so on. So I think as NIXPER uses its policy side of things, don't think of science and science policy in isolation, but how it can be broadly integrated with the rest of social sciences and how together it can come and solve societal problems or solve for value chains that can be emerged out of India, whether we want to get more strategic or sovereign independence in some areas or sovereignty in some areas, but also become world class, right? So we need more and more opportunities because the world is a bigger market than India. India will grow. So wherever India is a market where we solve India's societal problems, where India itself is a consumer market, we should do that, and at the same time build new world markets out of India because we have all the talent. We have to look into various areas. So we are looking at both of these. So we'll be launching this Maha format, mission mode programs in partnership with different ministries. So I've been inviting multiple ministries to come and talk to me, and we are quickly launching different programs. We are currently in discussions with MNRE around renewable energy, around Department of Telecom, around 6G. So over time we'll be filling out a portfolio of many more things. Okay, I keep joking that picture abhi baki hai, we have many more things still to come. So just to give you one example of a program, this is another who is, this is like Hum Saath Saath Hai principle. So here it's not, ANRF is an apex organization, but we are a collaborative apex organization. It's not like yes, our programs will be titled as a Maha Mission Mode program. However, we are in partnership with MIT, and they are the ministry for the India AI mission. And along with that, with DRDO, we partner on engineering, we partner with different science ministries. We have MOES partnering with us on weather and climate, aligned with the mission mouse and with DBT, with the Bio AI hubs, and the Bio E3 policy. We are partnering on the AI for bio and life sciences. And we may be adding on more things over time. And also to broaden the impact, we are introducing a new format of open source challenges and contests to help engage a broader audience, and we'll be launching that shortly. And all the outcomes of this program is also done with an open license. Okay, so this is another aspect of policy and other research you may want to ponder, right? Because how do I accelerate the technology transition? In some of these areas, if you look at how China played the deep sea game and so on, one is, of course, they did a lot of innovation to put out a new open model that challenged the AI leaders and so on, but it was done with an open source approach, okay, so open license. So India has done wonderfully in our digital stack, India stack with Aadhaar, UPI and so on. So we're taking a similar approach here to say how can I build an India stack of open models, but then we make it available to the world with a ANRF open license, which is based on an MIT license. So if you notice here on the right side, it looks like an India stack, just like we have Aadhaar and so on. We'll be building all of this. So this program is currently under evaluation. It's a first round. And this also brings AI with science and engineering. So different dimensions of science and engineering can come together with AI, and our scientists and engineers can work together with AI specialists, and and also transform how they do science, how they do engineering. And beyond that, it is not just enabling discoveries to come faster, but also how deep science accelerates to become deep tech. You cannot have deep tech without deep science. Okay, you need both the Einsteins and the Elon Musks. These are two different kinds of people. Okay, but I just use their name. You can of course use our own folks as well. You need both the Narayan Murthis, the Bhavish Shachwals or others who are the entrepreneurs, as well as C.V. Raman and others who are the scientists. You need both, and only then but the fact that you're in an ecosystem that allows diffusion, and that is very important. So as you may want to think about communication and think more in terms of diffusion. Okay, diffusion, acceleration, and then impact. I mean, these are the three potential frames in which you can think and say, how are you going to be a catalyst for that? How do you ensure that happens? You cannot just say, I did something. Okay, but what is the impact of whatever you did? I think these are some things to ponder about. Okay, so coming to NRF is also trying to be a catalyst, and we want to celebrate our researchers. So in the way we think about our communication strategy is that whatever we do in our media side is not to just pump our own chests and say we are great, and or we are a notice board, we are saying, okay, here's something interesting, here's a program and so on. That is necessary but not sufficient. We also want to give far more information. So we are doing a lot more webinars and so on. But what's more interesting is we are hosting talks by our researchers. So for example, we've given out a Prime Minister's Early Career Grant program. So we are having a lightning talk series every month that hosted by NRF. We are giving a national platform for all of this. We already run 4 such sessions. Now we are now going to be partnering with many universities and regional things so that they can themselves host. And we will give them a format. It's almost like we have created the McDonald's and see how to do it, and we are franchising it out. And they can do this format and do many more of this. And then of course we will host it on our YouTube channels or other sorts of things. So the digital platforms give you a way to scale, okay? But you as a central institution, you should innovate and pioneer new formats, but you should also syndicate it and allow it to be diffused and more in a federated way. You can do a lot more. So that's why as ANRF we might be giving birth to new formats. So just like I saw Nixpur has given birth to other organizations. So we are giving birth to new formats, but we would like those formats to be picked up. And we will be partnering ANRF with other organizations. So if Nixpur would like to partner with us in various ways, we welcome new ideas and also observe what we are doing and give us some feedback, or take us into new directions we may not have done. So we are also very aggressive, and I was so pleased to hear that this is being live streamed. I've been encouraging all our research capacity development and all of that to be live streamed. So, for example, in our pair programs, let's say IISc is doing something with a bunch of universities. They do it in Bangalore. Somebody else does, such as IIT Indore might do it in Indore, and Rourkela might do it in that area. But what about the rest? Right. So, if somebody can participate locally, that's great, but the rest can take advantage of a platform that can reach out. So, I think we'll be looking at more aggressive dissemination and more consolidation of this. So, in our YouTube channels, we have created playlists for research capacity development. We are creating multi-more different kinds of playlists and these sorts of things, right? So, I think it's important to be far more aggressive in terms of both the types, formats, and so on that we can use, and look at